Good, happy Saturday evening. It is Saturday, August 20th, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Saturday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Saturday evening, so let's get started right now. First up, man allegedly sprays people with bear spray outside Lebanon restaurant. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Are aches and pains catching up to you? You can relax. Mainly Tough Self-Care Summer Sales Event is here. Our wellness products can relieve stress and anxiety, boost your immune system, and promote overall...
Troy, police say a group of people were crossing this road right here, and a driver wasn't happy about it. They say that he followed him in his vehicle to this restaurant where he confronted them before spraying them with bear spray. 41-year-old John Cahill from Massachusetts is facing 6 counts of simple assault, 4 counts of disorderly conduct, a single count of criminal threatening, and a DUI. Police say Cahill ended up spraying 5 to 6 people with bear spray, some who were just sitting outside enjoying their dinner. They say no one was seriously hurt, but that bear spray is about 3 times more powerful than something like pepper spray that's designed for humans.
It also has a real high, fast rate of delivery compared to the OC that's designed to be used on humans. As you can imagine, when you're trying to spray a bear that's attacking you, or you want the high level with a large animal like that, it's a lot more concentrated, and the delivery is faster.
And Cahill is scheduled to be arraigned on Monday. Live in Lebanon, Hannah Cotter, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Child dead after crash on Route 16 in Albany, state police say. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
I think what sets us apart is the fact that our technicians live and breathe only chimneys. It's not a part of our company, it is our company. We do everything from sweeping the chimney main.
Tire marks are still visible on Route 16 in Albany, where that accident happened Friday night, unfortunately resulting in the death of a child and 3 other serious injuries.
My 20 years experience, I have never, ever had to do what I had to do yesterday.
A sad scene in Albany Friday night as authorities responded to this stretch of Route 16, where a pickup truck collided with a Kia and then crashed into a Volvo.
Ultimately, the collision led to a juvenile sustaining fatal injuries, and 2 adults and another juvenile sustaining serious bodily injury.
I was T-boned. It was hit on the side, and that's where that passenger was sitting.
Retired firefighter Jim Wilson from South Tamworth witnessed the crash, and he and his family instantly sprung into action.
When I looked at the patient and started checking this patient out, I realized he was not breathing. There was no pulse. So I immediately got 2 other people, and we ripped him out of there. His foot was trapped underneath the seat. We got him out. Once I got him out, I proceeded to CPR on him.
Unfortunately, the child later died from their injuries, while Wilson continued to treat other victims.
You're scared, you're nervous, you don't know what to expect.
Responding authorities thanked Wilson for his efforts, but Wilson says he was just doing what he was taught.
My family and I are very proud of what we did, and like I said, with the gear we have in the car, we'll do it again.
New Hampshire State Police are asking anyone who may have witnessed the accident to give them a call, as they're still investigating what happened. In Albany, Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Groveton man seriously injured after crash in Vermont. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell saying a federal abortion ban is possible.
Access to care here could be threatened. Don Bolduc, Chuck Morse, and Kevin Smith would all vote for a nationwide abortion ban. Don't let them make abortion illegal in New Hampshire.
A New Hampshire man has serious injuries after this crash in Concord, Vermont. According to Vermont State Police, there was a dispute at a store last night where 37-year-old Randall Savage of Groveton, New Hampshire, was identified leaving the scene. At 7 p.m., Savage's car was found down an embankment, trapped inside. Randall was transported by helicopter to Dartmouth Hitchcock with serious injuries. The cause of the crash and what led to the original dispute is still under investigation.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Skydiving event raises over $15,000 for United Way of Granite, Nashua. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
All right, Grace, some people won't jump out of an airplane for fun, but others will jump out of a plane to fundraise, and United Way of Greater Nashua held their third annual fundraiser to end youth homelessness.
Right, 8 brave souls traveled to Purple Airport to skydive, some for the very first time. This event has raised over $15,000 and over $15,000 through a 3-year time span.
It's a heartbreaking situation and issue to deal with, and kind of in a lighthearted, fun way for us as well. It's a challenge for everyone.
It's important to me to be involved with organizations that are working to make the world a better place, working to help people.
We are so serious about ending youth homelessness in our community that we're willing to jump out of an airplane to make that happen.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Looks like a great event. Hampstead community rallies around residents whose home exploded. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
If you have ever dreamed of having granite or quartz countertops in your kitchen, but thought it was too expensive, Bob's Granite Place can make your dream a reality. Granite countertops start at only $29.99 a square foot, and quartz countertops start at only $33.99 a square foot, with hundreds of colors to choose from. From fabrication to installation, there's no middleman, so you save hundreds. Check out our website for styles and current specials. Bob's Granite Place, your place for beautiful stone countertops.
Heartbreaking scene in Hampstead yesterday morning where a house exploded from what firefighters believe was a propane leak. The 2 people in the house escaped with only minor injuries. Now the community is rallying around the homeowner, spearheaded by 2 little girls. These 2 girls lived across the street from the victims and set up a lemonade stand to raise money to help support the homeowner. Are you guys trying to raise some money for them? Yeah. Why do you want to do that?
So we're giving some of this for them.
I tell the kids the house can be replaced, people cannot, and so that's what they're doing. They're trying to get that house repaired and replaced.
Absolutely adorable. Lemonade was sold for $1 a cup, and Grace, it was delicious.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Looks like some yummy lemonade. Memorial service held in Colebrook to remember victims of shooting Rampage. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
A memorial service in Colebrook today to remember the victims of a shooting rampage 25 years ago. Today, a marker sits in Monument Park next to the News and Sentinel building where 2 of the victims died. On August 19th, 1997, Carl Draga opened fire after being pulled over by a state trooper. He killed 2 troopers, a judge and a newspaper editor, and wounded 4 others before being shot by police.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Apple announces serious security flaw. Here's how to protect your data. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News.
Put your hands in the air. Back with my bestie. It's gonna be the best day ever.
There is some important news this morning for Apple users. The company just announced a serious security vulnerability for its most popular devices and computers. NBC's George Solis is in Philadelphia this morning with more on what you need to be doing right now to protect yourself and your data. George, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Peter. If you own an Apple device, this is something you definitely want to pay attention to. Apple warning of that security vulnerability that could allow hackers to take complete control of your device. That means a hacker could pose as you to access your information and run programs acting as you. Apple saying it was an anonymous researcher that tipped them off to the security vulnerability. And we're talking, it affects a whole host of your devices, from your iPads to your MacBooks to even your iPhones. Now, which devices specifically? Apple putting out a list to give a little bit of guidance. They say anyone that owns an iPhone 6S and later model should pay attention. Anyone with a 5th gen iPad and later model should look at this update. Any iPad and all iPad Pro models should consider looking at this update. And iMac and MacBooks running that Monterey operating system should definitely do this update as soon as possible. So how can you tell if you're at risk? Well, Apple is generally pretty good about letting you know when your system needs an update. But if you need to check, and you should, on a MacBook, it's pretty simple. You just go to your system preferences and go ahead and look for the software update tab. Looking at my MacBook here, it seems like this one's good to go. On your iPhone and your tablet, go to the systems tab, go to general, and right there, you would be able to find the system update preference. And a little bit more advice here. You want to do this with a full battery. Nothing like doing an update and having your device die. And of course, having a little bit of Wi-Fi helps, although it's not a total requirement. I ran these updates yesterday, and generally, depending on the device, took about 5 to 10 minutes. And guys, look, we are all dependent on these devices. So this is definitely not an update that you want to postpone. Peter and Kristen?
Yeah, this is me looking at my phone as you make that announcement right here, George. Thanks for the heads up. That's something we'll do right after the show.
I already did mine.
Hey, thanks for what?
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. That does it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for another newscast. Good night and goodbye, everyone.